I am Dr. Baki Raj, working as an assistant professor in Department of Chemistry, St. Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Kadalur. In this video, I am going to discuss about crystal lattice and unit cell. Crystal lattice and unit cell. So first we have to see the definition for crystal lattice. A crystal lattice is an array of points which show how the constituent particles like atoms, ions or molecules of a crystal are arranged at different sites in three-dimensional space. The internal structure of crystals, that is, the arrangements of the particles like atoms, molecules or ions of which the crystal is composed, has been determined by X-ray diffraction, electron diffraction or neutron diffraction methods. These methods have shown that the constituent particles are situated at strictly in a definite positions in space. These methods like X-ray diffraction, neutron diffraction and electron diffraction have shown that the constituent particles are situated at strictly definite position in space. In crystals, the constituent particles are represented by points. These points are called lattice points or lattice sites, and the arrangement of points in a crystal is called crystal lattice. So hence, the definition for a crystal lattice is the array or arrangement of points which show how the constituent particles like atoms, ions, molecules of a crystal are arranged in different sites in three-dimensional space. These constituent particles are situated at strictly in a definite positions in space. In crystals, the constituent particles are represented by points. These points are called lattice points or lattice sites, and the arrangement of points in the crystal is called crystal lattice or simply crystal. So, the crystal lattice is also called by the other names like space lattice or lattice array. In other words, a crystal lattice is an infinitely extended regular arrangement of different constituent particles of a crystal. So, infinitely extended regular arrangement. One particular regular arrangement extended infinitely. So, for this, we can imagine some simple examples. The structure of arrangement of bricks for the construction work. So construction work பண்ணும்போது வெளியே bricks வந்து அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. All the bricks are similar in size and they are arranged in an uniform pattern. So like in the crystal lattice is an infinitely extended regular arrangement of different constituent particles in a crystal. So each point in a crystal lattice has the same environment as the other similar point. So each brick is equivalent to the other brick. So the environment should be same for all the similar points. A crystal lattice with a cubic structure with a three-dimensional network is shown in the figure below. Now we will see how to draw this figure. Before going for the drawing for the three-dimensional network of a crystal lattice, first we have to see what is an unit cell. Unit cell is one particular part of a crystal lattice. When we are arranging a unit cell continuously, we will end up with a crystal lattice. So, based on the example I have given, one single brick can be called as unit cell. When we arrange several bricks in a proper order, that entire system can be called as a crystal lattice. So, in a particular crystal lattice, one unit is called unit cell. So, this is the figure shown here is a best example for an unit cell, the drawing of a unit cell. Now I will show how to draw a unit cell of a crystal lattice with a cubic structure. So we all know to draw a square. Square means all the four sides are equal. So all the four sides are equal. So that is called a square. So you can draw a square and you can extend the square into a 3D form. So the 3D form of a square is called cube. So you have to extend this square to a cubic form. So this side should be equal to the other side also. Similarly, this side also you have to extend. It is a perfect cube. So you can imagine the three-dimensional form for this cube. So now, in order to arrange all the atoms, we have to draw the lines which we cannot see visually from one side. So whatever the lines you cannot visual from the front side, you can draw. I am going to draw with this orange pen. So now you have to parallelly draw one vertical line and you have to connect with another line. This line should be parallel to this line. So because these two lines are parallel, so you have to draw a parallel line considering all those things. And here you have to connect this point with this point, which should be parallel to the bottom line. Right. So now you can visualize. So now you can imagine the blue lines show the parts of the cube which you can see directly with your eyes. The orange line, the sides with the orange line you cannot see. That is at the back side of the cube. So we have to arrange the atoms at all the corners of the cube. So from the front side, whatever there at the front side, I am putting the atoms with red color. So 4 atoms are at the front side facing towards us. So these 4 atoms are the front side. At the back side, so these 4 atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these 4 atoms are at the back side. So you can imagine these 4 atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 atoms are at the front side, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 atoms are at the back side. So all the sides are equal. It is a cube. So the distance between these 2 atoms is equal to the distance between these 2 atoms. So this is, you can say it in mathematical term, it is the length, and this is breadth, length, and this is breadth, and this is height. So all the 3 sides are equal. So this is a perfect cubic unit cell. So we have seen clearly about the drawing of a unit cell. So a crystal lattice is actually composed of many small parts of a lattice. The smallest part has all the characteristic features of an entire crystal, and it is called unit cell. Unit cell is the smallest part of a crystal lattice, which has all the characteristic features of the entire crystal. So each unit cell of a crystal lattice can be defined as follows. So a unit cell is the smallest unit of the crystal which when repeated again and again gives the crystal of the given substance. So a unit cell is the smallest unit of a crystal which when repeated again and again gives the crystal of the given substance. So already I have given the example. If a single brick can be considered as an unit cell. When you arrange the bricks in an order in a repeated pattern, you will get a crystal type of structure. So the next point is, a unit cell is the smallest sample that represents the picture or definite pattern of an entire crystal. Each unit cell is the smallest sample that represents the picture or definite pattern of the entire crystal. The third point is, a unit cell of a crystal lattice is the smallest black or geometrical figure which for the entire crystal can be built up by its translational repeated in 3 dimensions. Say for example, suppose a length breadth of a single unit cell can be considered as 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So if you are arranging another one crystal at the back, the length will be 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. The breadth will be 2 plus 2, 4 centimeters. And the height will be 3 plus 3, 6 centimeters. So this is called regular arrangement. So like a unit cell of a crystal is the smallest black, so or geometrical figure from which the entire crystal can be built up by its translational repetition in 3 dimensions. So thus the entire crystal consists of a large number of unit cells adjacent to one another in all 3 dimensions. So now we will see how a crystal lattice will be. Let us draw the crystal lattice. Now we can see how to draw a crystal lattice with the cubic structure. So for that, so we have to draw a square first. This is a square. So in this, so initially I put only one single square, and then I splitted the square into two both the sides. I have splitted into two. So now I can say it is comprising of 4 squares. I have arranged 4 squares. So now you can arrange the corners, all the corners with the atoms. So this red color corresponds to atoms of a crystal lattice. So now you can extend this square into 3-dimensional form. So this line should be parallel to the first line, and this line also should be parallel to the, all the 3 lines should be parallel. And this line should be parallel to this line. So similarly, you have to draw a parallel line in the vertical side also. So right. So now you can imagine this entire system consists of 4 cubes. So one cube, this one is one cube, and this one is another cube, this one is third cube and fourth cube. So I can draw the backside lines also, so in order to get a clear understanding. The backside line I have drawn with the using orange color pen. So using orange color pen I have drawn the backside lines. So now we have to put the middle lines. So similarly here also we have to put the middle line in this direction also. The front lines, all the front side, all the 9 atoms are located, and background lines are connected with the orange lines. Now we can locate the atoms at the back side row. So that is the second row. So parallel to this, at the back side, one atom will be there. One atom here, and here one atom, and here one atom, here one atom, here and here. So this bottom row. So right. So now all the blue lines corresponds to the appearance which you can see from directly, and the yellow lines are should be at the normally at the back side. You cannot see that yellow lines, I mean orange lines. In the front row, in the front side, you can see 9 atoms are facing towards you. So at the bottom 3 atoms, and the middle 3 atoms, and at the top 3 atoms. So 9 atoms are located at the front side, and the back side again 9 atoms which are shown in orange color. So at the top layer 1, 2, 3 atoms, and the middle layer 1, 2, 3 atoms, and the bottom layer 1, 2, 3 atoms. So now you can imagine the 3-dimensional crystal lattice structure. This entire crystal lattice consists of 4 unit cells. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 front side, 1, 2, 3, 4 back side. So this is one unit cell, and adjacent to that second unit cell, adjacent to this second unit cell, 1, 2, 3, 4 atoms are at the front side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 atoms on the back side of the second unit cell. So this is first unit cell and this one is second unit cell, and parallel to that at the bottom 2 unit cells are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, one unit cell, the front side atoms at the first, the third unit cell, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So these 4 atoms located in the, denoted in the orange color, are at the back side of the third unit cell. And at the bottom, another one unit cell is that is fourth unit cell. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 red color denoted atoms are at the front side, and back side of this fourth unit cell, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 atoms are at the back side. So this is similar to similar to some arrangements. I can say an example. So in the sweet stall, you can see the arrangement of Mysore Pak. So பார்த்திருப்பீங்க Mysore Pak in the sweet stall, it is arranged likewise. So ஒரு 4 Mysore Pak ஒண்ணா arrange பண்ணதா you can imagine. So otherwise, another one example, bricks for construction work, the red color bricks are arranged in similar way. So you can consider 4 bricks arranged in a proper way. 4 bricks or 4 Mysore Pak. So arrange பண்ற மாதிரி ஒரு imagine பண்ணுங்க. You can visualize that thing. So this entire 3-dimensional crystal lattice consists of 4 unit cells. So now we have seen how to draw a crystal lattice and how to draw a unit cell. So and the features of a crystal lattice and also the features of a unit cell. So hence the smallest part has all the characteristic features of an entire crystal and it is called unit cell. So unit cell has all the characteristic features of an entire crystal. So one particular part, a small part of unit cell, all the features are similar to the entire crystal. And a crystal lattice is an array of points which show how the constituent particles of a crystal are arranged in different sides of 3-dimensional space. So hope now we have come to a clear understanding about what is a crystal lattice and what is an unit cell. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.